Okay, let's get started on this pork tenderloin or fillet. As you can see, there she blows. Now usually when you get one of these, it's got a kind of very thin kind of whitish, slightly transparent skin on it there. It's called silver skin. You don't really need it, so as you can see I've cut that off. I just got a knife under it and cut it off. It will kind of just help it cook a bit better. Now also what I've done is I've cut some angles in there. Can you see? I've cut a few just halfway down a bit. They're going to open up as we cook her. That's the basic setup of the loin or the fillet. Next stage is we're going to make a marination for it. So here we go. I've got a large mixing bowl there, and as you can see I've got some 5-spice powder, some black pepper, some fresh chili, which is optional to you, and there I've got about 3 teaspoons of a finely chopped ginger and garlic. To this we're going to add soy sauce. I'm using a dark, strong soy sauce today. I'm going to add to this a little bit of honey, or you could just use a white sugar. I've got here some sesame seed oil, which is a very sort of nutty flavour to it. And you can play around with this. You can maybe add some extra star anise now, or entirely up to you, some cubed ginger. You don't even have to go into this direction, do you? I mean, you could take it a different way. You could make it Italian or something if you wanted. It's just the marination that we're doing today just happens to be with an Asian twist. So that's it. I mean, that's going to taste great, I know. Basically, you just want a lot of soy sauce in there, and then about the soy sauce I put in. Let me just show you. That size little cup there, just like 1 cup. I put in about 1/4 of honey and 1/8 of the sesame oil. Really simply now. My hands are very clean, don't worry guys. We're going to drop this in. Get that all over there. And that's kind of why I opened her up as well. You see those cuts that I've put in there? Kind of halfway down. So simply, let's leave that minimum of 2 hours overnight. Fantastic. Get some shrink wrap, cling film or plastic wrap, whatever you guys call it. Pop that in your refrigerator. Then we can move on to the next stage. Okay, to the next stage. I've got a metal baking tray here with a grill or shelf there, and underneath that, in there, I don't know if you can see, but I've got some water, just like 1 centimetre of water. That's going to prevent the pork from getting dry. This cut can actually get quite dry. That's going to prevent that. If you wanted, you could put wine in there if you wanted, or sherry or some stock. That's up to you. I've just got plain water. There you go. Here's our pork. Simply just drain her off a little bit, and then onto the rack she goes. Now get your oven preheated, sort of gas mark 7, which is 425 Fahrenheit, 220 Celsius, I think. That's going to go in, this size one, for about 35 minutes, I think, in my oven. Now we've got some balance of this marination there. Don't throw that away, because what we're going to do halfway through, about sort of 15 minutes in, we're going to get in, flip her over, and maybe give it a little baste with some of that marination. It'll be beautiful. And then flip her over again. I'll be back when it's done. Okay? Gas mark 7, 425 Fahrenheit, 220 Celsius. About 35 minutes-ish, depending on your oven. All ovens are different. I'll see you when it comes out. Don't forget to flip her over about halfway through. Okay, just pop that out. I'll just flip her over now. get a bit more of our marination on. Some of those big chilies there. And then what I'm going to do is get her back inside now. About another 15-20 minutes. But just before I take her out, maybe sort of 5 minutes before she comes out, I'm going to flip her back again. And then she'll brown a little bit on top. Looking great. Okay, so out she comes. Now, good idea is just to let this rest right there, just for about 5 minutes. Just let it kind of settle down. Then we'll slice it and take a look. Okay, the moment of truth. Let's get in there and slice that open. There should be a nice white. There you go. Let's give this a taste. I'm loving that. It's really moist. Fantastic flavours going on there. Well, you can slice that up now and serve it as it is, just with some plain white rice maybe. Or you can put it into some fried rice or into some noodles or something like that. Or, you know, again, stir fry it again with some mushrooms, onions, garlic and ginger or something. The list is endless. Hope you enjoyed that, guys. That really is wonderful. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We'll see you again soon. Lots of love.